when Comey made his announcement about 10 days ago, I said there's no way that should be left unresolved before the election. They should take as many agents as they need and go over the emails and at least determine two things. Number one, whether there's anything new or whether these are duplicates, or two, whether there's anything relevant to the investigation. And they did that, and they came out and they announced it. And I think he's helped a little bit to repair the damage he's done. But the basic damage is that the FBI should be the silent investigative branch of the government. We should never hear from them. We shouldn't even know anything about their internal behavior. All announcements should be made by the Justice Department, not by the FBI. So Comey was wrong in July. He should never even have announced that they weren't prosecuting Hillary Clinton. Just should have said, the Justice Department should have made whatever announcement it wanted to make. And then he shouldn't have made the July announcement, shouldn't have made the 10-day ago announcement. And unfortunately, he was compelled to make this announcement. And then the worst problem is he's a good man, Jim Comey, but he doesn't seem to be able to control his agents in terms of leaking. They are now leaking information, which is against the law. And so once this election is over, we're going to have to revisit the FBI situation and figure out a way of plugging these leaks, because whether it's Democrats who are being attacked or Republicans, it's unhealthy when the FBI leaks information.
All right, well, fair enough, but let me ask you about the Justice Department. When the Attorney General sits on the tarmac with the former president, who is part of the Clinton Foundation, which may or may not have been under investigation, and is the husband of the woman who was under investigation, at 2 days before Comey makes his announcement, and there's more. I mean, but just on that alone, do we need to also take a look at the Justice Department when the election's over?
Absolutely, and I wrote a piece about that today that will appear on Newsmax and other sites, in which I say when this election is over, we have to divide the function of Attorney General into what many Western democracies do. The Minister of Justice, basically, who is the political advisor of the president. She can meet with whoever she wants. She's a political person. And then the Director of Public Prosecution, an independent office that has nothing to do with the Minister of Justice, civil servants, apolitical, and they're the only ones who should decide who to investigate, who to prosecute. England does that. Israel does that. Most other European countries do that. We have an inherent structural problem by merging the political part of the Justice Department with the law enforcement part of the Justice Department. There must be a Chinese wall 1,000 feet high between politics and administration of justice.